It's October 28th. Just 24 hours remain before one of the most dramatic cosmic encounters in modern history. Astronomers worldwide are on edge. Emergency teams huddle in darkened labs, and NASA's control centers flash with urgent signals. The focal point of this planetary alert, 3I Atlas, the enigmatic interstellar object racing towards its perihelion, a fiery brush with the sun that could change how we see the universe forever. This is beyond parallax, and I am new Michio. In the last hours, new data was detected, signals, emissions, and changes in trajectory never before witnessed. The entire scientific community understands. What happens next could redefine reality itself. For months, 3I Atlas has captivated Earth, its course dragging it across the inner solar system with an impossible elegance. Scientists spotted its passage near Mars, its path so precisely aligned it raised suspicion. Was it natural, or was it something more? As the object now plunges toward its solar close approach, all eyes are fixed on a series of anomalies detected just as it enters the sun's domain. Let's start with the most urgent discovery, just detected: an intense surge of energy, a spike in X ray and gamma emissions coming directly from 3I Atlas as it sliced past the orbit of Venus. These bursts coincide with sudden shifts in its acceleration, deviations from the predicted trajectory that sent new shockwaves through the astrophysics community. On top of that, ground observatories have registered a widening green spectral line in the object's tail, unlike anything cataloged in known comets or asteroids. Its increasing brightness, far outpacing standard calculations, leaves scientists with one conclusion: something is happening within 3I Atlas as it prepares to meet the sun. But what is it? Let's lay out the timeline of events and what makes this cosmic moment so unprecedented. When 3I Atlas was first spotted, its velocity, chemistry, and path already seemed strange. Then came the nickel signal, a detection of pure nickel gas blasting from its surface, a signature never observed in any known body except those involved in industrial refining on Earth. This pure nickel anomaly ignited debate. Are we watching a natural interstellar visitor or the product of distant technology? As the sun rises on October 29th, we face another complication. Our best telescopes will be blinded. From Earth's perspective, 3I Atlas will pass behind the sun, disappearing into a glare that will make direct observation impossible for crucial hours. What will it do when no one is watching? Some theorize a gravity-powered maneuver, akin to the Orth effect, using the sun's immense will to slow down and possibly settle into the solar system. If that happens, 3I Atlas could become a permanent fixture, a moonless visitor from the stars, now caught in the firelight of our star. During the last 24 hours, new streams of radio data have hinted at an organized, regular pulse. Not random static, but a mathematical rhythm, one eerily similar to patterns found in purposeful signals, even basic encoded language. SETI arrays are now scrambled, searching for confirmation, while the world's intelligence communities rapidly compare notes behind closed doors. Even as official agencies remain silent, leaks suggest something is different about this encounter. The countdown blares across every console, digital clocks in observatories flashing red. The world's astronomers talk in rushed tones, each more urgent than the last. In South Africa, the radio telescopes hum with a strange new resonance, not just noise, but patterns, almost music, threading from the comet's green tail out past the orbit of Mercury. As the hours dwindle, all attention fixes on 3I Atlas's final sprint toward the sun, a run-up that could reveal the true nature of this cosmic messenger. New Michio, pacing in the shadow of a wall-sized screen, addresses the planet. It's no exaggeration to say this moment is historic. For the first time, an interstellar object will cross behind the blinding shield of our star, unseen, undetected except for these final energies we now scramble to interpret. What will happen when 3I Atlas faces the full fury of solar radiation and magnetic storms? Will it survive? Will it alter course? Or will it vanish forever? What few outside the scientific world know is that mission control isn't just watching, they're acting. In a hidden control room, teams have released automated solar probes, tiny craft designed to catch any trace of matter or radiation as 3I Atlas flies past. Scientists have braced themselves for anything: eruption, breakup, sudden course correction, or, most worrisome, a burst of signals confirming intelligence within the object. The anomaly deepens. X ray space telescopes detect a pulse of energy, short, regular, and growing in intensity. The world's top physicists scramble supercomputers to analyze. They find something incredible. The timing of the pulses matches mathematical sequences. Prime numbers. The golden ratio. Signals not random, but ordered, as if 3i Atlas is encoding information into every wavelength it emits. Dozens of researchers begin to whisper, are we witnessing deliberate communication? Is this the universe's first greeting written in solar fire? Meanwhile, political leaders have been briefed in hastily called emergency sessions. The possibility, however remote, that 3i Atlas could survive its solar encounter and remain in the solar system as a new satellite or, more chilling, a probe with unknown technology, changes international dialogue. Space agencies issue silent directives. Prepare for post-perihelion scans, watch for sudden awakening in satellites near the sun, and be ready for signs of controlled maneuvering. But the public, on the eve of the event, has only the jagged fragments from news flashes, rumors, and a single undeniable fact. Something extraordinary is happening in space. And for the next 24 hours, humanity can only wait. Beyond parallax, new Michio outlines the possibilities. If 3I Atlas disintegrates under the sun's gravity and radiation, it might still leave a cloud of energized material and a flurry of data never seen before: new compounds, isotopes, and maybe even unknown forms of matter. But if it survives, if it shows control or releases another wave of radio code as it emerges, then the answer is unavoidable. We are no longer just passive observers of cosmic phenomena. We are witnesses to an event of cosmic intent. As the sun's glare swallows the final images of the comet, engineers silence their chatter and turn to quieter, encrypted channels. All over the planet, from the Atacama to Hawaii, from Tokyo to Cape Canaveral, teams double-check their instruments, recalibrate, and prepare for the aftershocks. Because what emerges after perihelion, whether simple debris or something more, will break open a new chapter in cosmic exploration. The world goes silent as the final observations of 3I Atlas fade from every screen. The last radio pulses, the last green spectral flashes, the last faint ping from the probe network all cut out exactly as the object slips behind the burning shield of the sun. Humanity enters a waiting game. Every scientist, every government, every curious mind counting down the minutes until the mysterious visitor is predicted to emerge from the solar glare. Social media ignites with theories. Was it destroyed? Is it hiding? Will it ever return? Even in the absence of data, the collective tension builds. Never before has an interstellar object inspired such global focus, shaking the very notion that our sky is predictable. In the darkness of solar conjunction, ground-based teams turn to indirect surveillance. They look for gravitational echoes, shifts in solar wind, and minute anomalies in the corona. Satellites like SOHO and Parker Solar Probe sweep for even the faintest signature of outgassing or debris. Yet, every new scan returns nothing but solar tempest and static. Only a handful of elite engineers, orchestrating their work in underground data bunkers and remote radio outposts, claim to hear the faintest hints of a repeating pulse buried beneath the solar storm, a code pattern defiant against the chaos of the sun's magnetism. New Michio, voice steady and grave, narrates the world's vigil. For decades, we believed nothing could cross the sun's fiery threshold and remain unchanged. 3i Atlas, with its engineered signals, nickel emissions, and near impossible course, asks us to reconsider everything, not just the story of a comet or probe, but the boundaries of survival and contact. Is it possible that on the far side of our star, something new is unfolding, something unseen but not unsensed? As hours drag on, eyes blur and hands tremble at mission control. Models are run again and again. Will 3i Atlas appear on schedule at the predicted coordinates? All hinges on the next window when our telescopes, now recalibrated in anticipation, finally regain their line of sight. The stakes are global. If the object reemerges intact or transformed, Then the debate over artificial origin will explode into the open. Every major observatory, James Webb, Hubble, Keck, and new ground and orbital arrays, stand ready to detect the smallest anomaly, odd shapes, split fragments, unpredictable thrust, or that haunting mathematical pulse riding the radio noise. Across the world, families huddle in front of screens and radios. The story spills from science halls to dinner tables. Journalists struggle to keep up as leaks hint at undisclosed findings. In classrooms, students study live maps and the ghostly afterimages of the comet's approach, teachers unable to answer the most pressing questions. Are we alone? Will 3i Atlas send us a message? What does it mean if it survives the sun? And all the while, the countdown legend grows. Broadcasters cut into regular programming with speculative special reports, wild opinions, and somber warnings. The sun's next sunrise could bring proof that humanity is no longer the only technological mind to probe the secrets of the solar system. The moment of truth approaches. Beyond parallax, new Michio whispers, science is patience, but now the universe forces us to wait. We do not know what we will see when this object emerges, only that we will never see the stars the same way again. First light. The moment arrives. Across continents, scientists and citizens scan their feeds with bated breath, waiting for the first signals from beyond the solar glare. Slowly, data begins to return, a spike in radiation, a new silhouette on the edge of the sun's disk. 3i Atlas is back, but something about it has changed. At mission control, analysts scramble to compare images, spectra, and magnetic signatures. The object's brightness has shifted. Its tail looks broader, more ionized, as though it endured some unimaginable transformation within the sun's corona. Not destroyed, not fragmented. Instead, its core now registers a deep energy signature, like a battery charged by fire. New Michio calls it live. In the history of astronomy, we have watched comets burned and shattered by the sun, but never before has an interstellar visitor emerged with more energy than it entered. The evidence mounts. The radio signal pattern has intensified, repeating prime numbers and mathematical constants in perfect sequence. Instruments catch strange sidebands, faint, ordered harmonics no natural body has ever produced. The implications ripple out fast. Around the world, researchers voice new theories. Some call 3i Atlas a probe, its passage by the sun not a blind experiment, but a planned event, a solar-powered ignition, or a test of endurance built by minds far beyond ours. Others think this was always a message, a demonstration that technology can survive, adapt, even refuel in the heart of a star. Media erupt. Live broadcasts debate the meaning with live panels of astronomers, technologists, philosophers, and even theologians. Networks flash with headlines. Visitor survives the sun. Now what? And is this cosmic contact? New Michio, in a midnight monologue, urges calm and scientific rigor, but even he admits something historic has occurred. It is not just a scientific crisis, but a turning point in the story of intelligence, ours, and possibly in others. Suddenly, radar arrays detect small blips trailing the main object. Are these natural fragments or secondary probes now scattering through the inner system? Military satellites and space agencies pivot to tracking, worried about intent, safety, and the possibility that what just passed through the sun's fires might now be watching us, up close. As the hours pass, evidence grows. The comet probe, 3i Atlas, shows delicate, controlled trajectory changes, impossible for a natural object, but simple if it contains internal mechanisms or course-correcting thrusters. Leaked documents reference high-level meetings at the United Nations and inside NASA. New global protocols for unexpected contact are being drafted while the world's attention, for the first time, is squarely on the sky. And ordinary people respond. In every language, in every culture, the questions flood in. What if we are not alone? What next? What do we say, if anything answers? Kids ask their teachers, parents turn to their children. The notion of cosmic solitude dies as millions realize humanity may have just witnessed an interstellar demonstration of power, or perhaps a gentle wave hello. As 3i Atlas cruises outward, past its closest point to the sun and into the territory of the outer planets, every scientific instrument available is pointed at its path. We want answers. We want assurance. We want to know if this is the first of many or a singular event that will take generations to understand. Beyond parallax, new Michio concludes this segment in a hushed awe. The universe just showed us something new. The only thing more remarkable than survival in the crucible of the sun is the fact that millions of us experienced it together, united by the greatest experiment of our age. Whatever 3i Atlas is, messenger, machine, or mystery, it has changed our story forever. As days become weeks, the shockwave of the encounter continues to ripple through science and society. Astronomers meticulously log every pulse and trajectory change from 3i Atlas as it heads out beyond Mars. Its energy readings and radio harmonics, now primetime news. New Michio delivers update after update on Beyond Parallax, voice alternating between awe and nervous calculation. Data analysts at NASA, ESA, and observatories worldwide collaborate in real time, forging a level of global cooperation rarely seen. Engineers race to develop new algorithms able to decode the patterns spilling out from the object, while quantum computers attempt to model its internal structure and the consequences of its ignition inside the solar corona. Governments pool telescope time, share encryption keys, and direct deep space probes to intercept the object's projected path. The comet's followers, those odd, small blips detected just after perihelion, refuse to fit any ordinary profile. Sometimes they display acceleration, as if adjusting their own vectors with distant precision. Sometimes they seem to flash in perfect sequence with the object's prime number radio bursts, as if acknowledging choreography. The question burns globally now. Are these fragments or emissaries? Observations pour in from the outer system. The object begins to slow down, not by natural drag, but with uncanny smoothness. Probes, programmed to record everything, transmit strange high-energy spectra back to Earth. Some data suggest the visitor is emitting bursts of structured microwave pings. Others detect unpredictable flashes in infrared, bursts unlike anything observed in cosmic history.